Hello, everybody, and welcome. Tonight, we're playing Curse of Father Torment, which is the modular Curse of Straw, but it's been modified, it's been transformed, it's been changed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark the RPG, everything created by moi. Tonight, there's a content warning of bad language, gothic horror, heavy topics discussed in roleplay, and perhaps some gore. With me, I have a wonderful cast of players. I got Daphne, our Malakim soldier, played by Suki. Hello, welcome.
Hello, nice to meet you all.
I got Leonard, the half-elven noble duelist, played by Pepper. Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Soul of the Vistani, the tiefling bard, played by Hester. How you do?
Hello.
And then we got Styrex, our tiefling elementalist, played by Nirak. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, what happened last time, gang?
We came to a place we were meant to be in Rovovia, and we had to go through a very scary mist because of weird moans and feelings when we got through. Except for Soul, because he apparently has a different reasoning there, because he is from here. And yeah, then we had to go through the forest. And well, does anyone else want to take over? I don't want to do all of it, but we ended up getting to this stone structure where we had our first setup of the camp, and Leo encountered a weirdly non-threatening wolf alone coming towards them. And we ended up not really knowing what to do, and the wolf ended up running away again. A bunch of talks until we came upon a place where like some disturbance happened, and we found a cloak and some silvery dust, and which apparently is part of the death of a vampire, which caused some weird behavior of Styrex. She ended up going a little bit scared. Tried to get her, patch her up again.
Wait 1 second, I think Joey just locked himself out. You.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Is this our stream now?
Yes, our
Yes,
stream.
it is our stream. Yay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's take over.
No, hey, just continue.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm always
Yeah.
here.
And we ended up camping again, and this time we woke up to wolves again, but this time a lot of wolves, and one big bad guy. Big bad wolf. But luckily we had our bodyguard with us, Daphne. Was able to, in the first turn, rush in and do an insane hit on a creature, killing it one hit, and making a fight more easily. But unfortunately, these wolves weren't out for us. They were out for the horses. And they ended up killing all of them. And now we had to walk until we, I think, opened up into a valley, right? That was where we ended up.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job. I am not so kind as.
You only missed two things.
Oh?
Daphne cooked a bat,
That's true.
and Saul actually took one wolf by himself.
Yep. I'm very happy about it.
Oh. The spite in his voice saying they had to walk like it was such an inconvenience. Unlike Theron, I do not give out inspirations from reading what happened last time. Things are not so easy in the Battlemaps.
Yeah, currently.
But thank you nonetheless.
No problem.
Okay, let's get back to it. Let's change up the music from our main theme. with something a little bit more like epic. Yeah. Okay, let's bring us back here into this moment. You had patched up your wounds and had traveled during the morning until about lunchtime when you came upon this view. Or before lunchtime, I should say. And as you look out on the splendor of this valley, what you notice is still these heavy tendrils of mist surrounding it. And you can see more clearly also how the sky has been darkened by them. Even though the sun should be out and shining clearly through, down upon the valley, they don't. Like a internally heavily overcast day. There's no sunlight here. And like a bad omen, that dark castle looms over the whole scenery. Despite there being intimidating and disturbing details in what you view here, it is undeniable. It is beautiful still. You want to say anything to each other before we carry on?
And Leo's finally seeing like distance and stuff. And he's gonna be like, "Oh, this is so annoying. Why? What does the Countess wanted from us by getting rid of their horses? This is... These wolves were so weird." At least I think so.
Oh, come on. There's not much else to walk. A little bit.
It's just so annoying. Seeing that now you can even see how long it is. Well, let's hope we can get this horses somewhere.
Not being able to ride horses should be the last thing that you should consider about. There are still dangers in this area.
I don't think so. I think after we took these wolves, I think everyone is pretty afraid of us. I mean, you just killed the big guy, you know? If you had let me there, I would have done the same, but great job to you. Pretty fast. Let's start just rushing in.
The moment you sleep on your victory is the moment you sign your death.
Come on, a little bit of optimism. I think we're pretty good. I think if someone comes across us, we'll just get the job done, right?
Okay, let's keep in mind that those wolves actually managed their objective. They took down 4 of our horses.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we kind of had to do it for the 2 of us, had to kind of do the fight, so, I mean, I think it would have been different if everyone would have gone their full power, you know? But yeah, I mean, sure, they got the horses, I guess, but I mean, it's a very weird behavior. You could never see that ahead of time. That's not how wolves act.
Agreed. I suspect someone is guiding other than the big bad wolf. Let's just hope that the thing or person that guide these wolves are kind to us. Now, it's time for us to... Let's not stay here any longer.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get this behind us.
Agree.
All right. You travel from this little hill that you're on down into those flat fields beyond and towards the village in the distance. The sun at this point is past zenith, and yet in this open landscape it still feels suspiciously like dusk. You walk past several decrepit hamlets dotting the fields outside of the village in the distance. You see some gaunt frames using the remaining hours of sparse daylight to work the fields, or if you even can call them that. Most of the fields here lay barren. The autumn harvest seems to have passed some time ago, and they seem to prepare the fields to go into rest during the winter. Others try to leech as much nourishment they can from the earth by sowing seeds for a winter harvest. As you get closer to the outskirts of the village proper, about 2-3 hours later, at this point here, haha.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Fancy. Feels good. But I mean, the only thing I'm doing is I am spending money every month to be a patron of this person. So, you know, it's this person creating these, not me. I just put it together. Anyway, Beneos Battlemaps. As you get closer to the outskirts of this village proper, you see a badly handled and massive carriage, decorated and painted in dark purple, with a symbol of the House Nolnell clearly visible on its broadside. All the doors have been opened, the horses missing, and two half-elves dressed in what seems to be hunter's garb stands on two boxes in front of a small crowd of other half-elves in front of them, holding what seems to be some kind of small auction. In their grips are fine clothing, furs, and jewelry.
The carriage, is that the one we've been following the tracks?
It seems like it, because those heavy tracks stop here.
Interesting. So how many people are there?
About a dozen or so.
Should we go and investigate then?
Yeah, I think we should inquire what happened back there.
I agree.
I mean, there's a lot of people here. Don't want to make a scene necessarily. At first image. I can try my best. I like to push myself to the front.
All right. There are some people that don't really seem keen on letting you pass. Thinking that you're there to take the goods that they want to get.
I'll be
crowd.
It's a friend of mine. She's wanted to ask him something real quick. Don't worry.
One of the men is a woman and a man, but the man looks down upon you. Very rough face, leather, scars. They have seen some rough years. Looks down upon you. Hey, sod off! We're doing something here.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm just quickly want to check in with a friend of mine. That's all. Don't worry. You get your things. You can see I'm already fine. So no need for me to have any of this.
Yeah, these are the auctioneers who talk down upon you, as you know. One of them.
Oh, the auctioneers talk to me.
Yeah, they notice you.
Oh, I
pushing
thought
to
it
the
was
front.
someone preventing me from going there. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. But they notice one of the auctioneers, this man with the leather-bitten face and the scars, looks down upon you from where he stands on top of this crate.
Okay.
Sod off!
Excuse me. Just one question. We seem to have taken the same way here. And there has been like some sort of problem that happened along the road, right? We saw something happen there.
He shrugs his shoulders.
I saw the carriage going to the side.
Fight them,
Here.
stakers!
What? What?
We saw it. It's ours. Problem with that?
Oh, okay. So you just found. Okay. No, honestly,
Listen here.
I don't really mind.
Weird things happen. It is dangerous to look the wrong way. There were no one there when we found it. Okay, so you cannot claim what we have taken. If you're not gonna buy anything, then don't disturb our business anymore, you hear me?
Oh, don't worry. So you just found like this silvery dust in a one cloak. Anything else you saw when you were there?
You're disturbing our business. Who the fuck
Ah.
are you anyway? Looks you up and down upon your very soft exterior.
Just passing through. Sorry for asking questions.
The Daphne, Styrex, and Soul, you see coming down the road, huffing and puffing, is a very tall, lanky man, looking a little bit, mouse-like in his face. And he has this perpetual frown on his face that just seems to have deepened into these deep lines, and then basically half running behind him is like almost a complete opposite, a rather short but very wide fellow that seems definitely younger. And he kind of power walks down the road, gives you a little bit of a strange look of, whoa, what is this? But doesn't stop to inquire because he has business to do. And when he goes into the crowd behind you, Leonard, the crowd kinda part on their own. What is this? Oh, Gregor, Marina! This is my jurisdiction. Who do you think you are to do this? Come, talk to me. I think we can come to an arrangement. And the two auctioneers look a little bit sullen. Fine, Cantemir, whatever you say, says the woman. And they kind of jump down from the crates and goes up to the side. And there seems to be a discussion between these two pairs. The brother one, the short and brother one in the background says quiet.
I'll get back to the others. When the crowd is opening up, I'll say, well, I mean, this might be the guy to talk to if you want to have some faster travel. I mean, after all, we've been invited, right?
That's true. And well, Daphne will put one of her hand on Leo's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You're good with talking. You should do it. And she will go, like the crowd is surrounding the cart, right? The carriage.
In the front of the, or in the back of the carriage, the two like doors is wide open, and there are like items spilling out of it, and these two crates.
Yeah. Why they're just doing that? I would want to go up and look for any traps if possible.
Tracks for.
Like footprints, like people leaving from the carriage, basically.
Oh, there's a lot of
Because
them.
oh, yeah, because there's a bunch of people. Okay.
Yeah. Assumingly, the two auctioneers have been going in and out of the carriage, bringing out the goods and selling it off.
Do I see any like more tracks that is our place, like bigger or weirder than others?
No, and even so, I mean, there's a huge crowd here. They kind of have
Yeah.
tracks everywhere going over each other. It's chaotic.
Yeah, I will look back at the groups like Soul, Styrax, and Leo. Maybe we should figure out when did the carriage got here and yeah, everything like that. Don't seem to find any tracks, well, at least there are too many tracks to decipher which is the people from the carriage.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm not sure if these people here actually know anything about what happened back there. We just seized an opportunity. I don't think these people killed a vampire, but maybe.
But actually, let me check if I see something.
Oh yeah, please go ahead.
Styrax will get close to the card and try to see if there's vampire dust or some
Sure.
symbol of
You have
vampirism.
to like elbow yourself forward a little bit, considering Daphne is a little bit more intimidating and larger. But make me a quick perception intelligence as you look in there. The rest of you see the conversation between the two auctioneers, this hunter auctioneers and this tall, mousy man, finishing, and the taller man hands over a pretty heavy bag of gold to the two hunters, and they shake hands, and they head off.
Oh, can I intercept them?
The auctioneers?
The guys we can see here. The
they're still standing here. They're not leaving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They just gave over. Okay.
Yeah, the auctioneers got gold and they're leaving. But these guys are still here. In the meantime, Styrax, no, you cannot see any vampire dust. What you can tell, though, is that whoever was traveling in this carriage, which I will say, if you consider normal carriages to be the equivalent of a 4-seated car, right? Of course, it's not the same, but if you just use that as a comparison, this is a trailer. It is longer than a normal carriage, heavier than a normal carriage, and has this rich gilded parts and nicely leaded windows, and the interior has like satin and leather and seems very cozy. And the goods that are being sold off here is, furs and fancy furniture and clothing. It's whoever traveled here did so with style. And this carriage has a capacity of 6 horses.
Okay, I'll go back to the group and relay the information.
Yes. And then we had Leonard wanted to go up too. Yes, you do so. Yes. Who might you be? Are you an outsider?
Yes, we are. With my group.
Well,
we actually been.
Let me introduce myself first, noble outsider. I am Bildraf Cantemir, and he Canterbury is my first name. And he gives you, like, a bow. This is my nephew, Periwible. Don't worry about him. What can I do for you?
Well, we were looking for some business. We actually ended up losing our horses, unfortunately, to some weird wolves.
Oh, that's
And,
unfortunate. Well, you've come to
yes.
the right place. I am the
Right.
humble shop owner of Builder of Mercantile, the only good place in town.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
If it's unfortunate.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let's see if this works. Are
Are you trying out the macro for the first time?
Yes. Give me
Ooh.
5 milliseconds. What is it? Empathy or
Yeah, empathy composure.
composure? Nice. $15.
15. It's definitely not fortunate. It's unfortunate. It's very fortunate for him.
And anything else? Does it sound like he knows this kind of thing? Like it's like not something that surprises him?
It doesn't really surprise him, no.
Okay. Well, that's great. Yeah, I mean, we don't really know anything about us, so showing us around probably also nice. Looking for some information. We're actually here to meet the Countess. So,
The. Oh. All right.
is that bad
Immediately
news?
his demeanor changes from. He's been very engaged with you, kind of like leaning in, wringing his fingers a little bit. This very pleasant smile on his face. This customer service smile. You know.
Mhm.
But immediately he shrinks back a little bit, and he seems a little bit more wary.
Any problems with that?
No, of course not. I'm sure that nothing in my little humble shop can compare to whatever is in the castle, but I shall venture to do my best. You should. Oh, the Countess is a very important person, so you should look your best. Is this what you're planning to meet her in?
Well, I mean, we had to walk through a long forest already. I mean, obviously it's a little bit weathered, but I mean, I think I can make it.
Definitely can't do. But
Oh,
come by, Builder of Mercantile, and I am going to help you out.
anything you can tell me about the Countess? Apparently, aside from her being very important, what does she like? Is there anything you know, have you ever had an audience with her?
Oh, no. No, not the likes of me. No, but I'm working to make a change in that department.
So nothing you know about what we should look out for, which like what topics she doesn't like. You know, any information?
In general, I would try to keep her happy.
Obviously, yeah.
Yes. She's, he gives, like, he has his very long pause and, like, he swallows before he says the next. Influential and, powerful woman, yes.
Well, thank you for your information. We will come by your shop and see what we can get there.
Listen to me, my bright young fellow. what if I give you a 10% discount of an item of your choice if you and your, I presume, traveling companions over there help me push this carriage into town? It's quite heavy.
Well,
Yes?
I think we can certainly do that.
Oh.
I think we always want to help out other people in need, you know?
These old bones, you know. Oh, they are what they are, but Periwinkle, I'm fortunate to have him. He's strong. Hello.
And I'll look over to the others, especially Daphne. And I'll, like, wink them over to come to me.
Yeah, Daphne will walk to you.
Styrax will follow.
All right.
Same with Soul.
Okay. Even with all of you guys pushing onto this wagon in this deep mud, or this carriage, I should say, or this coach, it is very heavy. And Cantemir says, I will run ahead and get some horses. Just push it along the way, and I will meet you halfway.
I hope we get more than 10% for this. This is more than I thought it would be.
If you continue, 15%.
Daphne will stop pushing the carriage. So, if you agree without telling us that these individuals would give us 10% discount for pushing the carriage.
Yeah. Once for one item. I think we can get more out of it. Seems more work. I really don't like this, honestly. I mean, honestly, we don't even need a discount necessarily.
Daphne will narrow her eyes. I'm starting to doubt your ability to, well, socialize.
Why?
Have you ever, well, dealt with merchants before?
Yes, all the time. Honestly, they like me very much.
They like ripping you
They
off?
like me very
Yes,
much.
of course.
I mean, what do you mean? I mean,
Well, maybe they like you because you're an easy target.
I think I'm just a great personality, you know? There was this one friend of mine that, showed me this smith, right? And he actually made this rapier, right? Unplotted rapier. He's like very, very beautiful rapier, you know? I mean, it was a little bit expensive, but oh my god, this is an awesome rapier, honestly. You've seen it in combat already. I think they're just nice to me because, I'm just good. I mean, good looking, they just know that I know shit,
Did you really never stop and think about how much did you pay for everything?
For the rapier. Or in general.
In general?
I mean, my dad was kind of angry a few times. But, I mean, aside from that, honestly, I mean, he's always angry, I think, so.
Maybe they just like you because you have money. Gold.
Maybe. But I mean, it's not all, obviously. I mean, they tend to, talk a lot with me, hang out, go to bars and stuff, I mean, let's just carry on, honestly. I mean, we don't need to talk about my expenses. I got more than enough money. And I don't really think we need this discount necessarily. If we don't want it.
Daphne will pat Leo on the shoulder. I think learning through experience would suit you very much.
Sounds ominous. Well, I think I'll be ready for anything. So, what's the idea? Want to push this cart or not?
Have you even find out anything about how this card appeared here?
I mean, obviously, these two people beforehand stole it from the scene that we were at, where the vampire got killed, and then got here. And they stole all the stuff with it and wanted to sell it. And now this guy wants it and wants to sell it.
Yes, but how the card magically appear here?
Have you been following the carriage tracks all this way?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, the horses, I guess. I mean, maybe they bleeded out. I don't know what they did. Maybe they moved the rest of the way. I mean, the tracks were pretty heavy. They might have just pushed it part ways. I mean, it got downhill a little bit from there, so maybe they just, you know. I mean, if it's on the road, it's pretty easy to push, I think.
Right. Let's carry on then.
No worries.
Yeah, please do. I've been pushing this whole time. Says this short but big fella. He's been standing around there, like, just trying to push the carriage.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if you really want to do that for one item discount of 10%. Sorry, buddy. I thought it would be a little bit easier. I thought, like, Daphne could just, like, use one hand and move it or something, but...
Okay. I can wait.
Yeah, I think just waiting for the horses.
Well, you don't need me anymore.
How about this? We help you push the card. You can either pay us in gold or give us more information about this area.
Oh, the Cantimere says I'm banned from making deals. Apparently I don't have a mind for math.
Understandable. I mean, see, this is what I mean, like... I'm not, like, I can do math in my head, so... I'm probably good with deals.
I don't even know what math is.
Great. Honestly, I
think
didn't use
so
it
too.
often.
Yeah, I don't understand. Gives you this large, big, stupid smile. Honest, but stupid.
Smile back. So, you want to keep pushing? Or we just want to get on in town and see what we can get there?
We already know it won't batch, so I guess there's only one way.
The deal itself sounds like a rip-off, but I think we can still discuss with that man about it. So, then Daphne will keep pushing, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Push
If you have a
little
better
bit
deal,
ahead.
just tell it. Yeah, sorry.
I don't, no worries. I push it a little bit further down the road.
Yeah.
And just 2-3 minutes later, since we spent some time just talking to each other. Cantimere comes back to with two horses behind him, with like a frown on his face of like, why didn't you get further than this? But quickly masks it up with that service smile again.
Yeah, Leo will be like, oh man, this carriage is a lot fuller than I thought. I think it's definitely more work than I anticipated.
Oh, well, I am grateful either way for your help. And, you know, when you come by, you know, that's that 15% discount. You are one hell of a bargainer, young man.
Thank you very much. I know. See,
All right, all right.
I say,
We're just gonna attach the horses. You know, you go on and ahead into our lovely village, and you will find my shop builders, Mercantile, just past the main road to directly to the left. You cannot miss it. We are
great.
going to be closed for a while as we take inventory of what our new stock, but in a few hours you should be open. So just come by.
Mm.
Anywhere we can be in the meantime that you can put in your word for.
Well, if you're travelers here in this land and outsiders, I do recommend Blood on the Wine Tavern, of course, of course.
Great, great. Well, let's go, guys.
All right, and you leave behind these two fellows. This one with a rather nasally, high-pitched tone, telling Periwinkle, this shorter, younger person, how to attach the horses, letting him do all the work.
Of
And
course.
You carry on towards the village.
I'll be like, over to Daphne and be like, see? I'm good with deals.
The Styrox will chuckle after hearing that.
I'll give you mediocre at best.
Well, I mean, usually I don't have to, change the price, so maybe I'm not that great. But I mean, I learn quick,
Hmm. I will let your actions speak.
Right. To the tavern then, right?
Yeah, I could use a few drinks.
Town really looks pretty shitty, huh? Does all the towns look like that here, so?
So. Well, feels like he's a little more run down than usual. I wonder what's wrong.
Oh. Well, we can figure it out.
Yeah, I agree. Let's check the tavern and see our situation.
Yeah. As you
Oh,
approach the village, you saw these tall shapes loom out of the dense fog. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestone. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings indeed. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the sun except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the street from a distance. As you carefully take your first steps into this village, the villagers who are out and about, fewer than would you have expected from the size of a village, and see you approach, stop what they're currently doing, take several steps back if they deem themselves too close to you, and then stare with distrustful expressions on their face. No one greets you, no one approaches, but no one stops you either.
Leo will just greet them with a hand, all of them, and smile. While walking to the tavern.
Styrox will try to keep an eye on the back to see if someone is trying to attack Ormag.
Yeah, no one approaches.
And so we hear the sobbing, right?
Echoing through the buildings.
Does it seem like sourceless or coming from somewhere?
Coming from
where we
somewhere.
are right now.
Very
Okay.
loud though. Oh, it has to be.
Is it like female or male sounding?
Female.
Leo will try to sort out where the voice is coming from.
Yeah. You head down the road further into the village, searching for this noise and searching for this tavern as well. But there seems to be only like this one central road that goes through the village, and then there's one cutting through that one in the middle. But before you get there, just a few meters up the road is the first person who dared to give you all a smile. And an old woman, it seems. Here we go.
Daphne will follow Leon, of course.
Judging by the generous wrinkles marring her skin, she is quite old. She sits on top of a cart displaying dozens of small and appetizing pies. The villagers in front of her draws her attention back to him. His head hangs low, small shake of his hand as he hands over a few coins, and the old woman smiles in pity, giving him 2 pies instead of 1. Judging by the surprised and happy look on his face, he scurries away as soon as the pies touches his hand. Then the old woman turns to you all again and says, "Oh, dearie me, new faces. You all want some pie?"
I mean, sure. I like some pie.
Oh, my younger days. Look at you. Are you sure you've been eating enough, young man?
I mean, the rations are not the best, you know. I tried to handpick them, but still not that great.
Well,
So, yeah, maybe I'm a little bit of a worse. Well, but I don't want to eat away stuff that's delivering to other people here.
oh no, there's quite enough for everybody. I assure you that you are so skinny. You should get some more meat on your bones, for goodness sake. My pies, you see, are a little bit special. It gives you a little bit happiness in the dreary world. My mother, bless her soul, taught me a little bit of magic where I imbue these pies with, so they're quite magical, you see. They're one cold piece a piece, but I assure you, they are definitely worth it.
Oh yeah, sure. Anyone else want one pie?
Daphne, well, like, her expression is relaxed at first, but at the mention of like putting magic into pies and making everyone happy with the pie, she kind of narrow her eyes and look at the old woman. I like to have a read on this old woman.
Okay.
Yes, to see if she's, well, to be blunt, selling us drug pies or not.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
So empathy.
Empathy, composure, indeed.
Okay. Not good.
No, she just seems to be this kind of lady who put some kind of magic into the pies, but you don't think there's anything necessarily sinister about it.
I'm good.
Well, if no one else wants it, I'm certainly gonna take one. And I'm gonna hand over a gold piece.
Oh, well, take 2 as a first purchase from my store, of course. She hands over you two of these pies. They're still warm in your touch. You smell really, really well, and that golden brown exterior.
As soon as the old woman hands the pie, Starbucks will cast detect magic.
Oh. Will you cast it through ritual or an immediate cast?
In a minute.
Okay. Make me a soul check. Granny puts a hand on her chest and go, "Oh my! You are also blessed with some magic, I see."
You are quite a troop.
I can see that, young lady, you are one talented young woman. Have you settled down and found yourself a good husband yet? Oh, times 5.
Oops.
Nice.
I mean, you roll a 10 plus 5 is, 15, right?
Yeah, 15.
Was she talking to Styrox or?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Well, I was gifted, but also cursed by magic. But you could say, yes, I'm handy with the magic.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Young girl. I'm sure everything will work itself out in the end. A grandmother's wisdom. And what you read from the pie with your detect magic is a faint aura of enchantment coming off from them.
Well,
Do I know the enchantment?
No, you don't.
I was wondering, are all these people this distrustful? Is it bad to be new here?
Oh, this is one harsh world, my bright young boy. It's not easy in this dreary world, but I try to do my part of brightening it up a little bit through my pies.
Very nice of you.
Well, a grandmother must do her best.
And I don't want to be rude, but this town does seem a little bit hit by something. A little bit run down. Is everything okay here?
Oh, well, the old burgomaster of this place, old Kolyan, perhaps wasn't the best ruler of this place, but he's dead now, and his daughter is scheduled to take over, but she has yet to do so. So there's no law or strong, firm hand guiding these people, sadly, but hopefully little Arena will step up to the task and do a bit of a fixer-upper of this place.
What exactly is this sobbing that we're hearing?
Oh, I have no idea. I walked up to the townhouse where it came from and tried to offer a free pie, but nobody answered inside. And oh well, perhaps somebody tragically lost somebody. It happens.
Might it be Irina?
Oh no, it's not coming from the burgomaster's mansion, that's for sure. Or burgomistress now.
Right. We might take a look. See if we can do something.
Oh, that would be quite splendid. See if you can do something for that poor woman inside. It doesn't really help the atmosphere, does it?
No.
While we are at it, can you point us also in the direction of the tavern here?
Oh, yes, well, it's just a few meters away from me, just down the road and then immediately to the right.
I look to Saul.
When we are able to rest, we also should take a look at your wounds. That bite marks can be quite nasty if not taken care of.
Yes. Thank you for that. Getting a little rusty. It's been a while since I'm on the road again.
It happens. Don't worry.
Well, we have 2 roads to choose. That we can check the tavern first, or go to the source of the cries.
I look at Leo. What do you say?
I mean, I can't withstand women crying, you know? I feel like I need to help, you know?
Well, is everybody okay of us checking? Cry.
Of course, and this might just be a gut feeling, but whatever this is, this might have something to do with that mysterious carriage that we encountered.
Could be.
Well, off we go then.
Alright.
Starts walking.
You will, like, pack away one of the pies, and both actually, and, like, just take, like, a little bite of the one.
Then as I pass by Granny and say, Soul will bow down and say,
Thank you for the guidance.
Oh, my pleasure, my young Vistani.
and off we go.
All right. You head further into the village towards the sound of that sobbing.
Yes.
Okay. Let me remove Granny.
No.
No.
No, Granny, no.
No.
Oh no, another load.
Oh, sorry. It's gonna be a few.
Oh,
5 gigabyte.
This is awesome.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Woo!
Oh, it loaded just now, okay.
Yeah, it's, you know.
it's very
For
awesome.
me, it
indeed.
just loaded instantly.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a hotel room with bad internet, so, you know, you take what you get.
Oh, that makes sense.
You take what you get. Okay.
Exactly.
This moaning sob floats through the still grey streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. And eventually you found that the sun flows from a dark 2-story townhouse in the middle of this dreary village. It's mostly boarded up and barricaded. But there is indeed a door you can go up and click on. Or, yeah, I mean, not click, knock on. There we go.
Oh.
Anywhere to look into the building, or is it all so boarded up that you can't see anything?
You can see through the planks a little bit, showing some grimy windows here, you know, thick window pane, so it's a little bit hard, but it seems like you're looking into a small kitchen that seems exceptionally dirty with broken glass and rotting meals and a dirty blue tablecloth.
Well, let's give it a try. And you will go on and try to knock loudly.
Eventually you hear a voice shouting down from somewhere in the house, seems to be a little bit more from the top of it. Go away!
I'm sorry I can't. This sobbing makes me sad too. Don't you want to talk about it?
What can you do?
I mean, I'm known to be a good listener. Maybe that can help, you know. I also have great advice, you know.
Will you be able to find my Gary?
I mean, can certainly try. If you let us in and tell us what happened.
You can hear somebody sniffling, but then something creaking, like somebody walking down the stairs and then coming towards the door, and it gets unlocked to show the face of a middle-aged woman dressed in commoner's clothes, a little bit more towards the poor side, and rather, she has more wrinkles and seems more touched by time than what perhaps her true age is supposed to be. And she has this puffy red eye and a red nose. But she tries to compose herself. Who are you?
Well, for now, just some friends. We want to figure out what's going on. Sobbing quite loudly.
Well, of course. Gary is missing. Oh.
Sounds awful. Don't mind if we come in and talk about it inside. Or some food as well, if you want some.
You have food?
Sure.
Okay, maybe a little bit. It's very dirty inside. Can talk in the tavern, or you can also come in. Up to you.
We can also talk in the tavern. I mean, we intended to go there anyway, so. If that is easier for you, if you don't want to show us the house since it's maybe not been cleaned up, that's fine. We can meet in a tavern. Or go to tavern now.
But if you wanna see any evidence of my missing Gary, then are you some kind of tracker or investigator?
Adventure.
yeah.
We are adventurers.
We're good at everything.
Adventurers. That sounds like some kind of fairy tale.
Well, it might be for some. But not for us. We're happy to help.
Well, at least come inside against the wind and the mist. And you can take a look at his room.
Hand over one pie to her.
You give this to me?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I don't need 2 pies.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you. It's so expensive.
No worries.
And she opens up the door wider and goes into the house. She goes immediately into the kitchen where she rummages through like a mountain of dirty dishes that she hasn't done and tries to find something to eat with. Eventually she finds one single knife that she immediately starts eating from the pie and then sighing to herself a little bit in satisfaction.
So,
Thank
Mitch,
you.
who's this person that you're talking about?
Well, my beautiful boy, Gary, of course. Oh.
Is he your son, your husband, your friend?
My little boy, my son,
Right.
Happened to
So-
him.
He just disappeared one night. I don't know where he has gone. He's too small to survive in the wilderness.
Disappear in a way that you don't even know if he left a house or you don't know where he went.
There's no sign of him, and nobody has seen anything. I don't understand.
Well, maybe you can see his room, maybe figure something out. There's some talented people among us. They might be able to figure out if he just disappeared.
When was the last time that you have seen him?
About a week ago, he disappeared. A little bit less than that.
At night time?
I must have been, because I went to bed, and then those terrible sounds were heard over from the burgomaster's mansion, and then I finally fell asleep after it was over, and then when I woke up in the morning, he wasn't there.
What kind of sounds?
Well, like it's been doing for some time now.
Yes, but what kind of sounds did you hear?
Screeching, and scratching, and shivering, and growling like normal nowadays.
Right.
They come at night. Come at night sometimes. I scares the whole village. I don't understand how poor Irina and Isma can continue like this.
That sounds very annoying.
It's
Please show me his room.
yes. And after eating some more of the pie that she's still holding on with like an iron grip.
Yeah, like she's more happy because of it.
Yeah, it's starting to affect her a little bit, that's for sure. A little bit more color into her rosy cheeks, turning into rosy cheeks. And she's not extremely distraught, so she's unable to not talk at all. But she's still sad, but it has an impact, that's for sure. Shows you up these rickety stairs into this hallway would only have 3 doors, and at the end of it she opens up the door to a rather cramped bedroom with a single bed inside. There's a lot of dolls in here, and
Yes.
and also some toys of soldiers and things like that. There's a little desk who had some very weather-bitten books stacked on the shelf above it with some charcoal and some very simple paper on it, and there's also seems to be a cabinet.
I will look at Saul. Is this a normal occurrence in this area? People randomly disappearing?
Well, the last time I was here, it's been long ago. This is a new prediction.
Is that factually correct, Bexxy? I should have asked you before I said that.
Well, the Vistani usually don't go missing, that's for sure. I have
Okay.
no idea about the Barovians.
For the Vistani, we always move a lot. So the people of Barovia don't care about what happens to them. Or we don't know. So this is a first for me to hear.
Okay. I will definitely start looking around the room. Especially seeing if there's any tracks or any signs of like wrestling or fighting or like any creatures, all that.
Alright. Make me if you specifically looking for tracks, then give me survival intelligence. Is there?
And
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to say, like, you can get going.
No, I wanted to say, is there somebody else that want to search for something?
Leo wanted to approach Styrex
Mhm.
and be like, "You're like the magic girl, right? Can you like check for vibes and stuff? You know." I don't quite know how that goes, but like, surely if he just disappeared, you would figure it out, right?
Starbucks will look directly towards Leo. Vibes.
I don't know. Is that how the magic thing works? I kind of slept in class, honestly.
Starbucks sighs and goes ahead to try to see if there's some source of magic in the room or any signs of like any symbol of a spell of a ritual or something.
All right. Make me a perception intelligence because you still need to like search for that. Daphne. No. Even though the doors are the floors are not the most clean, there's definitely no signs of mud or footsteps or things like that, or sign of any struggle in here. Oh, jeez. And Cyrex, no, there's no sign of any magic. The books that you flip through seems to be all fairy tales, who has some scribbles inside of them, of these symbols of whenever the text mentions like a monster, there's like a little emoji monster head on the side of the text going rawr. Whenever it's the mention of a knight, there's like a sword or a helmet, and with a duel there's like a fully armored knight with like a sword up to the sky and like, let's duel, vile creature. You know, things like that.
Okay, is there any monster that relates with screeching?
Oh, jeez, that's categories
the books?
way. Oh, in the books.
Oh wait, yeah, in the books.
As you flip through them, I mean, that language is being used, but I mean, several monsters. There's like flowery language about monsters who growl and snarl and screech. It's hard to say.
Okay.
And Mary kind of stands there in the hallway, like wringing her hands nervously in front of her chest, and she says, I didn't find any sign of. There's no clothes missing. The hallway creaks as you heard, so I would have woken up. I do so whenever he goes to the bathroom, and I sleep lightly these days anyway. It was just so cold inside of here because the window was open.
The window was open.
Yes, but he cannot have dropped down. It's too much of a fall.
We look outside. See if there's any sign.
Like look at the roof outside.
Yeah. Make me both of you a perception check.
Perception, intelligence.
Yes. It's always when you actively search for something is intelligence. Composure is when you passively experience something.
E.
E. The window is towards the back of the house, so there's a little bit of grass back there, a little bit of a courtyard in between 4 houses. But there's no sign on the tiles of anything like sliding or landing. There's no sign in the dirt underneath the window of somebody tumbling or landing or falling.
In the window itself, is there any sign of entry?
There's no scratch marks, no paint that have been disturbed. The hinges, though, not the most oiled or well taken care of. They seem to be holding.
Does your son usually open the window at night?
No, of course I've told him not to with everything that's been going on lately.
Exactly, you meaning with that? You mean the scratching?
Yes.
Noises? Okay.
The creatures who disturbed the mansion.
Quite the case you have here. If my eyes can see anything outside, he probably didn't drop down.
Yeah, which is quite strange. Miss, may I ask you something?
Yes, of course.
First, is there any signs or rumors or anything that you heard of any strange creatures lurking around this area?
Well, that's always the devil's creatures in the night and in the forest.
Okay. Anything specific?
When you hear howling or shimmering of bats, you run. That's what my father told me.
Okay. And please tell us more about this, event that is going on with the leaders of this town.
I don't. I try to keep my away from it when you look the wrong way or care about the wrong thing that can be dangerous for you as well. But we're quite sure that Burgomaster Colchin died when my Gary went missing from these creatures, and now is Marc in an arena all alone against this affliction that has been fallen upon him. I say don't go close. Don't. They must be cursed in some way. They must have angered the Morning Lord. I would stay away from them.
How old was your son? Or is your son?
He's only a few winters old.
Oh.
He cannot take care of himself in the big dangerous world outside.
Leo will go over to Styrax and be like, so, what actually happened here, It clearly was magic, right?
Neo?
You are muted, Neo.
No, Mike, I didn't hear. Wi-Fi broke.
Oh, no. Well,
Can you repeat it, please?
It's like he comes over, Leo comes over to you, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's clearly magic, right? I mean, what actually happened here?
Could be not magic.
I mean, I didn't see
Can
anything.
be that the creature can fly.
Oh, well, yeah, Neo. Well, maybe, I guess, yeah. So you didn't find anything.
Hmm.
That's fine.
Do
I
I
guess magic, but
smell?
it's just a little bit cooler.
Do I smell anything weird in this room aside from the rancid smell, like the old and dirty smell?
Make me intelligence perception to smell a bit.
Just sniff the air. 14. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad. No, it smells like slightly not taking care of boys' room would smell like.
Any signs of bat-like creatures or any smell that reminds me of bats?
No bad shit or anything like that. No.
Oh my god.
Nor do we see one. So yeah, this seems a little bit like an enigma. She didn't hear anybody cross the hallway, the creaking hallway. There's no sign of him jumping out of the window. There's no sign of struggle.
Yep.
Very strange.
Do you know if there's any reason, why you would be targeted? Or your son?
No, we keep to our own. I can support us through being a weaver. Keeping not keeping your head down is very dangerous. So we have just lived him and me for since he is born, and we're just taking care of each other.
Anything that he expressed that he wanted to do, or that he did while you weren't looking, or something like that?
Well, he always have this grand imaginations of wanting to be a knight or a soldier or a hero, but all of that is just fairy tales.
Right. Well, I think we
This
got at
might-
everything. Oh, go ahead.
This might be a bit personal, but is he adopted or is he your own son?
My own.
And may I ask who is your husband?
Oh, he passed away a long time ago in the seas. He was quite young.
My apologize then, and my condolences. We will try to look into these matters.
Oh, if you could, I am heading out with some local hunters to try and search in the woods around here, but every time I do it, it's very expensive. Thank you so much kindly for the pie.
I'll hand her 2 gold.
You cannot. This is a fortune.
It's fine. I just felt like it.
What can I do? What can I say? What can I do?
Be happy a little bit more. We'll try to find your son.
I cannot promise that, sir, but thank you. Thank you.
Right. See what we can do. I'll move back out again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And as you exit this townhouse of this woman you never asked the name of, we're going to go for a quick break. Woo!
Yeah.
So go and refill your glasses, empty your bladders, pet your dogs, do some stretches, get some snacks, do the things, all the things.
Yep. So is...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hesse had some kind of family emergency. His parents apparently doesn't respect him when he says that he can't do anything during this time.
Oh, that's
So
unfortunate.
I'm going to talk with Hester and see if I can send them directly a message from me going, I am the official GM and I am the one who is stealing Hester's time. During this time, we are streaming online and this is la 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 la. So please keep your son in my care during this time. Yeah. That's the plan. I'm gonna go refill my glass. I'll be back.
Seems some magic.
What did you say?
Nothing. No more.
Oh, sad.
that I hate this internet.
Oh,
German internet, right?
What?
Germany internet.
I now have to use phone data again, which I hate.
It's all good. We'll figure it out. So maybe I think we should, like, after we rest and all, check out the noble mansion house, I guess.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Leo wants to go there for sure.
Yeah. Because what's concerning me is that there was a vampire killed, right? We can assume that, right?
Yeah. Well, Styrex told us that, so yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's definitely something going on in here and maybe in the next town that might affect our, diplomat.
See what we can figure out.
Here I am.
Ooh,
Woo!
Oh.
come back.
Ooh, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, why are you back so soon? We were just plotting to take over the stream again.
I can hear everything you say. All
Got
the
it.
time.
Nah. This
got
time we
played.
weren't talking in between our minds. We are one of the same mind now.
I mean, unless you strictly send each other DMs, I just leave behind my microphone. The headphones are Bluetooth.
I know.
Lol.
We're just like talking about what we are going to do in the campaign as a means of distraction from our real plan.
Okay, I am back.
Officially back.
Yeah, just my dog wanted to get on my bed
Aww.
for some reason.
Yeah.
I miss my dog.
Pet the dog for me.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I will pet my cat for you.
do it. Do it now. But I'm allergic to cats, so that's it.
Oh, you are allergic to cat? Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Fun thing, I felt myself to be like the most unluckiest soul in the whole wide world when I was younger. I've always
Aw.
been allergic to cats, but I have two cousins who are guys and older than me, and they came over, one summer on like vacation. They live in another town, and we bought a fuck ton of strawberries, and I tried to race with them how much strawberries I could eat.
Oh,
So I
how did
ate
that?
like a whole bucket of it basically during that
Did
day.
something happen to you?
Yeah, it was so much strawberry that my whole system was like, what is this? This is crazy. I am going to choose to become allergic now to this.
Oh, yeah.
So
you
for
are
the
allergic
longest
to-
time, I was allergic to cats and strawberries, and I hated my life.
That's very unfortunate indeed. Wow.
Two best things in the whole wide world at that point.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I was
So-
able to grow out of it, so I can eat strawberries now again. And you just need to take it.
No.
I need to take it easy. There we go. What? That's insane! I didn't know you can eat too much of something to become allergic. Well, both my mother and my grandmother are allergic to stone core fruits, which includes strawberries.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it also includes they're like sensitive to apples and pears and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
a bunch of fruits.
And I also
That's
think.
interesting.
I also
Sorry.
think
Go.
when you're allergic, it's always because you have been exposed to something that your body is like, oh no. So having something in a big amount usually ends up in something like that. That's why people have it's like
Yeah, so I
holes
think
and
I
stuff.
have a genetic sensitivity to it, and then I just had a bunch of it, and my system
Yeah.
freaked out for a few years.
kind of added up.
But
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
grow out of allergies, and I'm so happy I did because I love strawberries.
I am like
Orthodox
allergic to
Sinner, thanks
shrimp.
so much for the follow. How you do? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you a player, a GM, a homebrewer? I'm sorry that I talked over you. What did you say?
Nah, it's all good. I was saying I am allergic to shrimps and crabs, and what's like the general term with crustalline? I don't know the
That's sad.
terminology.
Crustacean?
Crustaceans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, crustacean. So I still am. So I have like a Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day.
Yeah, where I can
That
go
before.
and eat a bunch of shrimp and crabs related food and drinks my allergy medicine the day after.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah. Sometimes I brave my allergies and go to somebody's house who has cats. It helps if they clean up a little bit beforehand, so there's less cat hair in the air. There we go. But I can take like an allergy pill, that's okay, but eventually it just bubbles over. I have that kind of allergy where I get asthma and runny nose and runny eyes and
Yeah.
everything like itches. Sunday Fun Day, the discontinued ice cream made by Viagra. What's the word for a place where people grow fruits that grow on trees, not a farm? An orchard. An orchard.
Yeah, orchard.
Yeah. Also, Haberside, I didn't see you join. So awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Haber. And Orthodox, welcome to the community. I hope you will be entertained by what we do. We're playing my role-playing game Frostmark, which is a overhaul of 5e that increases character customization and focus on the narrative, which is awesome. Fair warning though, if you like characters and narrative, once you go Frostmark, you can never go back.
Yeah, I wish I can take reckless attack on my every melee character now. It's so sad.
Alright, I've had 17 concussions, so sometimes I can think of words. I can't think of words. So I need help. Thank you all. Damn, why do you have why? Why so many concussions? I don't understand. Wow.
Well, it can be multiple things.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I just have really poor verbal mobility that I've needed to practice up my whole life, but 70 concussions.
Yeah, that's a lot. Oh my god.
Oh, it's Sinner! It's Sinner, you're in chat! Fuck! I know who you are now. I completely blacked out. It's Sinner! Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Now I know. Now I understand. You even named that on Roll20. How stupid can I be? I'm sorry. Hello. Anyway, okay. Let's get back into the torment of things, shall we?
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
I'm already in Torment, but go ahead.
Okay. Alright, okay. So, you have just stepped out of this ill taken care of small, decrepit townhouse, and finally, those sounds of sobbing are gone, at least for now. By now, how much have Leo eaten of the pie? It's basically 2 servings in this pie.
Oh, then he. I mean, I guess I was just thinking like a little bit of a bite, but I mean, he would probably take 1 serving then, I guess. I mean, yeah, 1 serving of it.
Okay.
So
All
1
right.
part.
Your stomach is starting to fill up by this warmth that just irradiates around your body, and there's just so much serotonin and dopamine in your brain right now. You're feeling great about this whole situation. You're awesome, everything is awesome, and
Of course.
the world is just bright and cheery, and everything is just rainbows and sunshine.
He's like, really need to get more pie. Feel like that's a great way to meet people.
Don't get addicted to it.
No.
And Daphne will look at Leo for like a bit. Maybe your naivety isn't a bad thing.
I'm not naive, okay? I mean, just, you know, happy, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely have to go to that mansion, right? That sounds like the most interesting thing here.
From across the street, sitting on top of one of the rooftops that slightly slants down, is a raven that lands there and like hops out to the very edge of that roof, looks down upon you, like really cranes his neck down, twists his head a little bit so we can see you with this black pool of an eye from the side, and then going and moves his wings around, and you can see slightly on the wingtips of this raven, it seems to be dyed with like a blue color, like blue paint or something. It jumps back and forth with his wings out.
I look at Styrax and just like eye at the raven, because she's been noticing ravens a lot and mentioning it a lot.
As Tyrax will will get close to the raven and see how he reacts.
The raven jumps a little bit more, shrieks at you, and then flies down the road a little bit, lands again, and then looks towards you all and going, ah! Moves its head a certain direction and his wings in the same time, going, ah, ah, ah!
I think this raven might be telling us something.
Like
To be fair,
talking?
no, not like talking, but some intentions of following him. I've been noticing the whole travel. There was ravens before the mist. On the door of the castle, there was a symbol of a raven and a shield. And now a raven with the wings painted in blue. And looking at us and guiding us. Do you mind if we follow this raven?
No, that's give me a second. And he's trying to think of if he knows the sigil that Styrex is talking about. Maybe heard it somewhere.
Ooh. Do you have any history?
Military history.
Oh, that works. Let's roll military history with intelligence.
Wow.
Oh,
That's fitting. Guess I was sleeping. That part.
Yeah, you definitely were.
Yeah.
Or distracted.
And then I want to, since it's like so weird, I want to insight check the raven if I can see any intention.
All right, fine. Empathy, composure.
Empathy, composure.
Ooh. This raven is definitely not acting like a normal raven and is directly, almost like what is the right word? It's engaging with you and is in very big, body language movements, trying to get you to move somewhere, showing intelligence even past that of ravens.
can I look at the direction that the raven is trying to point at?
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at that direction, it seems to be, actually you can see it here in this crossroad. It's the tavern it's pointing towards.
The tavern?
Yeah, surely we can follow the raven. He seems fine.
Well,
And
at the very least, we can check out the tavern.
Styrax will look at Sol. Do you recall if there's anything anything about ravens in these lands? I know he's not here, but...
This is how Soul talks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, ravens have always been considered sacred in this land, or something. A symbol of good luck. But I have no idea what they're talking about.
He will hold out his arm to be like, you can land here if you want to. The raven.
It looks indignant and then screeches at you in anger.
Want to land? We can go to the tavern together.
It holds up one single wing feather at you.
Okay, maybe that's too complicated. Well, let's just
Wait.
follow this raven.
Does the raven the wings on the raven is hurt?
No, they've just been dipped in blue paint, it seems.
So does it seem like this raven isn't able to fly?
You saw it land by flying,
Oh.
so.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I would just follow Leo and the raven to the tavern.
Okay.
Or wherever the raven is pointing us.
Yes. You look towards
Yep.
the tavern. You see a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into this main crossroad area of this village. Its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be Blood of the Vine Tavern. Another caw is heard as the same raven flies and perches itself above the sign. It tips his head back and forth at you and then flies away abruptly into the mists. A little bit closer inspection of the sign reveals to you that that the Blood of the Vine Tavern had a N been scratched over for an S. So it was blood on the vine, but has turned into blood off the vine. Oh, the vine.
Okay.
Leo will be like, is every creature smarter than usual and behaves differently? It's so weird here. Honestly,
Maybe a familiar, or maybe controlled by someone who wants to talk with us.
a familiar?
Yeah,
Yes.
like a summoning of magic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe, I guess.
Considering the nature of this land, it's not surprising at the very least.
I mean, it gotta be some normal creatures though, right?
Don't count on it.
Nah. Very annoying. All the work I did, learning and stuff. Kind of for nothing now. Well.
At the very least, our horse seems normal.
Sure. Maybe these horses here can talk. That would be funny. Let's go in. See what we can see. Now
Okay.
Leo will enter.
Okay. Let's change up the tune. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Do-do-do-do.
Oh, nice tavern music.
Nice tavern.
We're still gothic horror, huh? Gotta keep it to that. Okay, so
A lot of tieflings.
yes, this is one finally appointed tavern that you walk into, but it's a little bit shoddy, a little bit perhaps chaotic is the right word. There's a blazing fire in the earth, giving some warmth to the few souls that are huddled here within. There seems to be some kind of barkeep in the background. 3 tieflings, colorful, that sits together close to the door. Some kind of tiefling in the background, and a rather beautiful looking blonde woman who look up to you with a curious look on her face as you enter. But immediately these three tieflings sitting close to the door, all of them stand up, whereas the one over here immediately says, "Oh, welcome, come in from the rain and the mists or whatever it's outside. There's warm food and ale and wine, of course. You look like you don't belong here. Outsiders, are you not?"
Indeed, we are. I hope that's not causing any trouble. Just here to relax a little bit.
No, of course not. You're welcome in here on the Blood of the Vine Tavern. I'm Alenka, the owner of the establishment, and these are my two sisters, Zorvi and Mirabel. Vistani. Wait, is that a Vistani you have with me? I think I recognize you. Are you not, Saul, a part of the caravan who left a long time ago? How the Saul talk is so hard for me. Yes.
Yes.
That's me. I can't.
Certainly.
I am a part of that caravan, but I wasn't aware of any Vistani owning any establishment in a Barovian town. Has always been the case. Oh my god, my voice is breaking.
It's dying.
The one over here who looks a little bit more playful in this white shirt speaks up. For some years now, that's for sure. But welcome back, brother. Let us give you some wine. The first round is on the house.
Quite nice,
Alright.
thank you.
Quite hospitality of you. Thank you.
Oh, we pride ourselves on that. Outsider, please sit down by a table. We want to hear everything about the outside. The last one over here has a little bit more of an attitude, and she kind of leans her head on her hand and says, "Yes, please tell us everything about the glorious outside that I'm not allowed to travel to." And the one in the white shirt kind of smacks her a little bit, Soria, a little bit on the shoulder. "Hey, be nice to our new guests. You know you're still too young. You need to be a little bit older to join a caravan. At least that's what Alenka says, and you know we gotta keep our older sister happy." "Yeah, whatever. Protecting me and all of that. I can take care of myself. Fuck you. Hey, don't talk to your older sister like that." Continue talking to each other like this as this woman goes up to the bar and gets those 4 glasses of wine and comes back to the table and like shows you to sit down.
I will sit. Leo will sit down.
Yeah.
The T-Rex
Okay,
will bow. Thank you. And we'll sit down.
The very small Daphne.
Yeah.
Sit down.
That's okay. We can make it bigger. Haha. They also put like since you're 4 people, they put a chair over here as well, so somebody can sit there. Heck yeah! Look at us. Oh, perfect. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Here we are.
I can drag and drop.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, they put up the wine on the table.
Thank you very much. Take a sip of it.
Immediately, Soria, the middle sister, seems like leans a little bit further out on the table and says, "So, tell us about yourselves. Why are you here in our beautiful Barovia?"
Well, it's quite a complicated story.
I look at Leo.
he looks to you.
Just like narrowing her eyes.
That
As if
is.
telling you to
Yeah.
not like say about our old, you know.
Yeah, I know, but Leo might not.
Yeah, I know.
He was like looking at her. So it's very weird story. Wanna tell it, Daphne, or
Just adventuring. That's all.
just adventuring?
All right. Keep your secrets.
You know, adventurous. All right.
Oh, well, they sometimes come in here, that's for sure. This older tiefling kind of gives Alenka, as she named herself, gives Sorvia a little bit of a look, and she gives a smile back and shuts her mouth.
Well, we're happy to be here. This place, it looks lovely.
Thank you. It's been a bit of a fixer-upper since I took over, says Alenka. But we're getting there. But the wine situation hasn't certainly helped in this last weeks or so. I mean, what is life without wine?
Yeah, I noticed the name on the outside was changed. Was that the owner beforehand?
Oh no, that was me. I thought it was fun. It certainly is it not? Blood of the divine.
It's better than what it was before.
I know. Says Sorvia, seems rather charismatic.
Any reasons behind why you picked that name?
They look towards each other a little bit confused, and then Alenka says, it just sounded good.
You know, I was wondering, we're new here. There seems to be a lot going on here. Everyone a little bit distrustful.
You're new here, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
this woman looks you up and down.
I'll smile and say, well, anything can tell about what's going on here?
They look between each other. The youngest one, Mirabelle. What is not going on around here, and who the fuck cares? Again, Sorvia kind of slaps her on the shoulder. Mirabelle, try to be a little bit more. I'm sorry. You know how people are when they. Is there something in particular you want to know about?
I don't know, I heard about a few things. I heard about something happened to the leader of this town.
Ah, yes, that dreadful Kolyan. Don't let anybody, hear me say this, but I am glad that he's dead. He was one sourpuss of an old man, that's for sure. Yeah.
Does anyone know how or what happened?
Well, Sorvia says and leans in a little bit and talks in a bit of a hushed tone. You see that lovely woman over my shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
That's Irina Kolyanovich, the daughter, and they are new burgomaster mistress to come. I would ask her.
Oh. Yes, that seems quite the opportunity.
She comes here sometimes to eat. Get out of the house. Get some of our lovely wine. Is it not tasty? It's the Dragon Crush.
I drink the wine. How does it taste like?
It has definitely a very nice aroma to it. That's for sure. It's not the most luxurious wine ever, but it's very rich. spicy.
Leo will try to play it off as he would like the wine, but he doesn't really like it.
Oh, okay. So,
Not as exquisite.
oh,
Inside check. No, I'm kidding.
And he will look at the rest and like, I can go over and talk to her. She seems nice.
You should.
Okay.
all right. Let's make you a little bit smaller as you like disappear
Yeah.
in the background instead of being in the foreground.
Come over.
She has been
Drink.
trying to not be noticed, but she has been like staring at you all and tried to listen in on your conversation. And whenever she was caught, she like shyly looked down on her food and tried to play it off. And so she gets a little bit surprised when you come over.
Like, have my drink with me, like, have it up, and be like, can I sit here?
Yes, of course. Greetings.
My name is Leo. You can call me Leo.
Leah? Oh, right.
Yes.
I'm Arena.
So I've heard. Can't be overlooked. He sits down.
She moves some of her locks away from her face. Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry, but I heard the Vistani calling you outsiders. Is this the truth?
Yes, we are. Coming to this lovely town. Well, it has its charm.
Did you come here by choice?
Yeah, kinda. On a mission. Really important mission.
To
You know, secret stuff, you know. Why? Is there anything... Why would we be forced here?
She looks a little bit nervous and looks over to your Vistani companion Soul and looks back to you. Alright, are you guys experienced?
Sure.
Did you hear some kind of dangerous secret mission?
Yeah,
Oh,
can say so. But I mean, we're happy to help you with anything.
have the Morning Lord answered my prayers so quickly and so readily? I am so happy that you're here. And she like leans over the table and takes your hand in hers, like clasping it tightly, looking at you intently. With her
He's
blue
gonna
eyes.
lean in as well. I mean, I can surely help you. I can surely help you, at least.
Oh, that's wonderful. You see, my brother is in trouble, and I need to bring him somewhere safe.
Oh. A younger brother of yours?
Yes. It's Marc.
Oh, okay. I mean, what is he running for? From?
It's a complicated subject. I'm not sure I wanna. She looks over towards the other table with the Vistani, and behind her, where there's another tiefling, gives you a little bit of a smile. Could I be so brazen and invite you to my mansion?
Your mansion, yes, for sure.
I'm so happy. Please do so before nighttime, because we won't be able to invite you in if if twilight has set in.
Yeah, I heard there's some weird stuff happening. Some noises.
She releases your hand and like leans back, looking down upon her eaten food and her half-empty glass of wine. Yes. It's been going on for a few months now.
Know anything of it? Or is it just happening?
There is surely a reason for it, but as I said, I don't think this is the place.
Okay, yeah. They certainly come with some questions. We can discuss all of that later. Now we can just eat and finish our drinks. I don't think we have anything in particular to do. So, we'll be by your mansion as soon as we can get there.
Thank you. Thank you so much for... I don't know if you're gonna accept yet, but at least willing to listen to me.
Well, I could never say no to such a beauty. So.
Sir, you're being way too kind. I can't leave my brother too long unattended to. I must leave soon, but come by before night, right?
Sure.
Alright. She moves away some hair again, smiles shyly at you. In the meantime, over at this Vistani table over here, I think both Styrek and Daphne, as you look around the room,
Yep.
there's a bit of a silence has fallen down on the table for a second, and just take in your surroundings. Your eyes wander over to the bartender, and then kind of sweeps over at him, and then kind of goes back to him because there's something that catches your eye.
Uh-huh.
He stands there with a very vacant expression on his face. His eyes just staring over the bar onto the wall on the other side. Just on a random spot, just keeping his eyes there, and then he mindlessly like cleans a glass with no expression on his face. And he has finished about 10 glasses, and there's like 2 left. And when he finished the last one, he goes back to the first one in the row that is already clean, and then picks it up again and starts cleaning it. Still mindlessly staring onto the other wall.
I look at the spot where he's staring.
Yeah, it's just like a little indentation in the wall.
I kind of look at the Vistani. Are they like talking, or they are
They're-
also like a bit vacant?
No, they're really shipper, and they exchange yabs and jokes with each other, filling the space in this table full with, that kind of chit chat that says everything but nothing in the same time.
And when I look at this tiefling man over here, is he normal?
The tiefling back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's leaning against the back wall and is sleeping.
I kind of like pat Styrax on the shoulder and just point at the bartender and just whisper enough for her to hear. Do you notice that?
Vestavas whispers to Yeah, it's like staring at the wall and cleaning a jar that he already cleaned. It's curious, to say the least.
That's true. You think it's any form of magic?
I can't tell exactly.
Oh.
Starbucks will turn to the Vestani. Excuse me. Who's actually your bartender over there?
Sorry, I immediately raises a hand and kind of waves it back and forth, going, "Oh, don't worry about Arik. No, it's just a halver. You know how they are."
I don't know actually. Why is he like that?
Oh, right. Right. Oh, sorry. I assumed there for a second. You don't know what a halber is. You have. Oh, well. It's something that happens from time to time here. In the mists of our Barovia.
And can you fill me in the details then?
Alenka takes some words. Sometimes, from what I understand from listening to Madame Eva, is that some Barovians are born not being completely whole inside. They're called halver. I think how she puts it. The souls are not whole. There's missing pieces, and that makes them a little bit how to say it? A tiny amount of brain dead. He's a great worker, but rather boring, says Sorvia.
Is this, well, like you said, occurrence, happen usually, or is a rare thing that happen?
Frankly, I don't keep too much of a track, do we? Do you know? Has Madame Eva told you? Alenka shakes her head. No, I didn't hear anything about that, but I'm sure that Madame Eva, I mean, considering how long she's lived, she probably knows something about it if you're curious.
Wait. Who?
Madame Eva, our eternal grandmother protector, I guess. I don't even know what to call her. That's a good question. It's our forever present, prophetically empowered watcher, protector? I don't know, but she's always been there for us, Vistani, and no, that sounds actually pretty fun for you. I mean, as you can see, us Vistani are way more fun to be around than these dour Barovians. So if you're heading further into the valley, then you should definitely take a stop at Serpool and meet Madame Eva. Perhaps she can read the cards for you. It's always so fun.
Look at Starex. Does she freeze up again?
Not that you can see.
I'll keep mental note of that. Thank you for your information.
No, my pleasure. I think that Saul should either way head that direction to pay his respect. But by the way, Saul, what I've heard is that your caravan, who's quite famous around this part, not gonna lie, for the stories that they tell nowadays of they've been bringing back. But shouldn't you have been a part of that caravan when they came back? You're so late into the mission with these outsiders. Oh, well, I took myself a job here in the port city of Persoy with some people that come from the protectorate here, and they invited me back to their capital and wanted me to guide them to Barovia, so I did, and here I am. So yeah, I mean, of course I will go and say hello to Granny Eva. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm sure she, and all of your friends in the caravan wants to know how you're faring. At least one person that we have found from the Vistani was not finally been found from disappearance. What do you mean by that? Has somebody disappeared? At that point, Sorbia looks down a little bit out of energy, looking a little bit tired, and Alenka speaks. Yes, well, we heard from Rado, who's resting in the corner. Hasn't paid his freaking tab yet. That Luvash's daughter Arabelle has gone missing over at the Valaki camp. And it's been more than a week now, and we've been searching. We haven't been able to find her. Oh, so I know Luvash actually got himself a daughter that he has claimed. Oh, that's unfortunate. We shall keep an eye out. Alright.
Guess I'll come walking back over.
Mm-hmm.
Did we by any chance hear anything of the conversation Leo had?
You were
We just
leaning
saw.
over the table and kind of were talking pretty close to each other, pretty low. So perhaps, some
He's also
experts.
coming
Uh-huh.
back with a big smile.
Mm.
And it's like cool pose, sitting over it and sitting back down. All right.
So, what did you learn?
There were lots. She's a delight. Well, we're invited to a mansion. I am invited, but I'm taking you with me. Yeah. It gone great. Yeah. So, I mean, whenever we want to, honestly. Can meet up with her. Not at nighttime, apparently. I'm not
Before
sure.
that... Oh, sorry, go.
No, it's fine. What do you...
Look back at the Vistani. You mentioned about a child disappearing more than a week ago. Yeah, I look at the sisters.
Yeah. Wait, I zoned out there for a second.
Oh, yeah. Daphne said, so you were mentioning about a child that disappeared more than a week ago.
Yes, Arabelle, Luvash's daughter.
Just out of curious, how old is she?
She looks over to Alenka with a questioning look. Perhaps 15, 16, around there?
Okay. Thank you.
If you find her along the road, then I'm sure that Luvash and Aragal will be beyond themselves with happiness and reward you if you bring her back. Luvash adores his daughter.
No one knows what's happened? Thought it just disappeared?
I didn't hear much from Radu in the corner other than she's disappeared and we don't know where she's gone, but you can try talking to him and get a freaking tab from him.
Well, you might actually do so. Look
I
at
would
the
be
others.
most welcome.
Anything else you want to do?
Well, we can visit this noble friends of yours.
We can also relax a little bit in the tavern if you want to. Of course. We've been working for a while now.
Yeah. If you were killed during the time that I relaxed, that would be, well,
Me killed?
not a good job as a bodyguard, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's fine here. They all seem like nice people.
Sorbia
Relax.
shuffles in the corner. Ah, we're fine
Yes.
people, huh?
Yeah, well, fine people, but still, children disappearing in the middle of the night. You can never be too sure.
Well, whatever it is, I would deal with it, you know.
Our
Really
council
didn't count.
members.
But I think a second round is in order. I mean, we can't go out here without paying anything.
Of course.
Oh, that's a man after my heart. Finally.
Yeah, I'll pay whatever is needed for a second round.
Okay. Yeah, you're feeling great about yourself. A little bit more wine doesn't sound bad at all. It would probably cost like 5 copper per person. So, that would be... What? Wait, I can't hear anything? Wait. Oh god, not this again. My headphones is doing this. What about now?
Get wasted,
Still
you know.
works.
There we go. There we go. Maybe she just decided to go haywire for a second. 5 copper per person.
5 copper per person. So 20 copper.
Or
Wait.
2 silver.
Or 2 silver.
2 silver, yeah. And I'll move over a gold and be like, I'm sorry, I don't have much change on me. I can make 3 silver out of it. For
No,
having food
they're
change.
able to change coins with you, so no worries. You can take 8 silver back. And you sit down to have another round of drinks, resting a little bit and chit-chatting with the 3 lovely tieflings. And I think actually since Hester is gone and Neo has this weird hotel internet, that I think it's a little bit smart that we ended early this time. So Neo can come back with
Next week I'm still here, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then Hester at least come back and be able to
Yeah.
talk to his Bustani friends, because this
Yeah, it
is supposed
seems
to be
like,
his kind of thing, you
It
know?
seems like, yeah, this is weird.
To not
Yeah,
have him here
exactly.
to talk
I
to
love
Bustani
you
friends.
talking to yourself, but
I hope I do an okay job of that. But yeah.
great job.
Thank you. Let's end it a little bit early there. It's still been fantastic, great all around. Some great atmosphere, some new people.